When David was a teenager, he was out working in the shepherd's fields. His father asked him to take lunch to his brothers. They were in another city serving in the army. When David arrived, he saw Goliath taunting the Israelites, making fun of them. He asked the men there, "What is the prize for the man that defeats this giant?" They said, "The reward is that person will get one of the king's daughters in marriage, plus they won't have to pay taxes." Well, that got David's attention. He realized that was a battle worth fighting. There were spoils, there were benefits. But when David's older brother Eliab heard him inquiring about fighting Goliath, he tried to embarrass David. He said in front of all of the people, "David, what are you even doing here? And what have you done with those few sheep you're supposed to be taking care of?" He's trying to make David feel small, saying, "David, you're unimportant. You'll never do anything great." Now, David had killed a lion and a bear with his bare hands. I have no doubt he could have taken care of Eliab. But the scripture says David turned and walked away. One reason David did great things is he knew which battles to fight. He could have gotten into strife, arguing, trying to prove to Eliab that he was important. But if he would have engaged in that conflict, if he would have taken the bait, he would have gotten distracted, wasted time, and who knows, maybe he would have never faced Goliath. Are you fighting battles that don't matter, that are keeping you from battles that do matter? You have to learn to walk away from things. Walk away from petty arguments. Walk away from disrespect. Walk away from jealous people. Proverbs says, avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. Not winning a fight, but walking away from a fight. That's not being weak. That takes a strong person. That's a mark of honor. In your marriage, you need to do what you can to stay in unity. It's easy to argue over every little thing, live bitter, offended. The problem is there will be some big giants that you and your spouse have to face. On the way to your destiny, there will be Goliaths. That's how we go to new levels. But if you're distracted, arguing over little things, you won't be able to defeat those big giants. You have to pass the test of biting your tongue, walking away when you feel like telling somebody off, overlooking an offense. The scripture says one can chase 1,000, two can put 10,000 to flight. When you're in agreement with your spouse, you are 10 times more powerful. When Eliab insulted David, David was able to bite his tongue. Wonder why? David prayed in Psalm 141, "Lord, take control of what I say. Help me to keep my lips sealed." He was saying, "God, help me to not say things I shouldn't. Help me to walk away from rude people. Help me to stay on the high road." And yes, it's good to pray for favor. It's good to pray for wisdom, for protection. But I wonder how much further we would go if we would do like David and start praying, "God, help me to shut my mouth." That's a powerful prayer. "God, help me to not say hurtful things. Help me to not be critical. Help me to not argue." When God can trust you to walk away from the Eliabs, the people that are disrespectful, people that try to bait you into conflict, then He can trust you with the Goliaths. You will come into destiny moments where you will defeat giants that catapult you ahead. As I've become more known, I've had more critics. And some of them were people that had large followings. When you hear negative things, especially that are not true or where it's taken out of context, it's tempting to respond. But by the grace of God, I've always been real good of letting it go. It's never bothered me in the least bit. I've learned when I stay on the high road, and when I not try to prove to people who I am, not live defensively, that God will get me to where I'm supposed to be. But some of the people that were so against me, today they don't have their platforms. They don't have their followings. Things have happened where it didn't last. And I'm not happy about it. My point is, God will take care of the Eliabs. God will deal with the people that are trying to discredit you. It's not your job to straighten them out. Walk away from them and let God fight those battles.